Good day to all of you. Today, I want to talk about a topic that affects so many of us in ways we don't always recognize: loving others without losing yourself in the process. This is a message, especially for those of you who have ever found yourselves compromising, giving, and bending over backward in the name of love, only to realize you've lost parts of yourself along the way. I'm here to remind you, don't hurt yourself loving someone else. Love is a powerful, beautiful thing, but it should never come at the cost of your own well-being, your self-respect, or your identity. Self-love is the foundation. Let me start by saying this. You must love yourself first. We've all heard this before, but how often do we really practice it? How often do we put ourselves first? The truth is, many of us have been conditioned to believe that loving ourselves is selfish, that it's wrong to prioritize our own needs and desires. But I'm here to tell you, loving yourself is not selfish. It's essential. It's the foundation upon which all other love is built. If you don't take care of yourself, if you don't nurture your own heart and soul, how can you possibly show up fully for someone else? You can't give from an empty cup. And if you're constantly pouring all of your energy into someone else while neglecting yourself, that's exactly what will happen. You'll be drained, depleted, and eventually broken. Self-love is about understanding your worth, respecting yourself, and honoring your needs. It's about setting boundaries and recognizing that you deserve love and respect. 2. Don't ever allow your love for someone else to make you forget about yourself. Loving someone shouldn't be painful. There's a dangerous myth that many people fall victim to, and that is the idea that love is supposed to be hard, that it's supposed to hurt. I'm here to tell you, love is not supposed to hurt. Yes, relationships require effort, communication, and sometimes compromise. But love should never make you feel small, unworthy, or less than. If you find yourself constantly sacrificing your happiness, your peace, or your dreams for the sake of someone else's needs, that's not love. Love uplifts. It doesn't tear you down. It should make you feel stronger, not weaker. It should empower you, not diminish you. If loving someone else is causing you more pain than joy, it's time to reevaluate. Don't confuse love with suffering. Don't stay in a relationship that's hurting you simply because you've convinced yourself that's what love is supposed to be. Set boundaries and honor them. One of the most important lessons I've learned in my life is the importance of boundaries, and I want to share this with you. You have the right to set boundaries in your relationships, and you have the responsibility to honor those boundaries. So many of us are afraid to set boundaries because we're scared that the other person will leave, or that will be seen as difficult or demanding. But here's the truth. Boundaries are a form of self-respect. They're a way of protecting your mental, emotional, and physical well-being. They're not walls meant to shut others out there. Guidelines that show people how to love you in a way that honors who you are. If someone can't respect your boundaries, that's a clear sign that they don't truly respect you. Love without respect is not love. Don't sacrifice your boundaries in the name of love. True love honors your needs, your feelings, and your space. Don't lose yourself in loving someone else. It's easy to lose yourself when you love deeply. You give, you nurture, you care, and before you know it, you've lost sight of who you are outside of the relationship. This happens more often than you might think, especially in romantic relationships. But I want you to understand this. You are not just someone's partner. You are a whole, complete person on your own. Your worth is not tied to how well you love someone else. Your value doesn't come from being a perfect partner, a perfect friend, or a perfect parent. Your value comes from being you. In the process of loving someone else, don't forget about the things that make you who you are: your passions, your dreams, your talents. Don't let your identity get swallowed up in someone else's needs or expectations. You matter too. Your life is your own, and no relationship should ever take that away from you. It's okay to walk away. This is a hard truth that many of us struggle with. Sometimes, the most loving thing you can do for yourself is to walk away. We hold on to relationships out of fear of being alone, fear of failure, fear of the unknown. But staying in a relationship that is hurting you, that is draining you, or that is not serving your highest good is not love. Love should not cost you your happiness. If you find yourself in a relationship where you are constantly giving but not receiving, where your needs are ignored, or where you feel like you're losing yourself. It's time to ask yourself some hard questions. Are you staying out of fear? Are you sacrificing your own well-being for the sake of someone else's happiness? Are you trying to save a relationship that is no longer healthy for you? Walking away doesn't mean you don't love the person. It means you love yourself enough to recognize that the relationship is no longer good for you. It's not a failure to walk away from something that's hurting you. It's a victory for your self-worth, for your peace, and for your future. You deserve to be loved fully. Here's something I want you to never forget. You deserve to be loved fully, not partially, not conditionally, not when it's convenient for someone else, but fully. You deserve a love that sees you, that honors you, that lifts you up. You deserve a love that doesn't make you question your worth or your value. You deserve a love that respects your boundaries, that celebrates your individuality, and that adds joy to your life. At the heart of everything I'm saying today is this: know your worth. When you truly know your worth, you won't allow yourself to be in relationships that hurt you. You won't settle for less than what you deserve. You won't sacrifice your happiness, your peace, or your self-respect in the name of love. Knowing your worth means understanding that you are valuable, not because of what you can give to others, but simply because of who you are. You are worthy of love, respect, and happiness, just as you are. You don't have to prove your worth to anyone, and you certainly don't have to earn it by sacrificing yourself. Choose yourself first. Choosing yourself first doesn't mean you don't care about others. It doesn't mean you're selfish or self-centered. It means that you recognize that you cannot pour from an empty cup. You cannot truly love someone else if you are constantly neglecting yourself. When you choose yourself first, you're making a statement about what you're willing to tolerate in relationships. You're setting a standard for how you want to be treated, and you're teaching others how to love you by the way you love yourself. Don't be afraid to choose yourself first. Don't be afraid to put your own needs and well-being at the forefront, because when you love yourself fully, you're able to love others in a way that is healthy, balanced, and true. So, let me leave you with this. Don't hurt yourself loving someone else. Love is beautiful, but it should never come at the cost of your own happiness, peace, or identity. Remember to love yourself first. Set boundaries and honor them. Don't lose yourself in loving someone else, and never forget that you deserve to be loved fully, just as you are. You are worthy of love, respect, and happiness. You deserve a love that doesn't ask you to sacrifice who you are. And if you're not receiving that kind of love, it's okay to walk away and choose yourself. Because at the end of the day, the most important relationship you will ever have is the one you have with yourself. So, love yourself fiercely, and don't let anyone, no matter how much you love them, take that away from you. Thank you.